On a warm, late summer afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, a fun matchup in the AFC East, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the New York Jets. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The New York set to take the field. Right to the air is Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Rodgers to throw on second down. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now a late signee let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook. And he is going to have a Jets first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Xavier Howard up to make the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and 5. Coming right, this is Cook on the toss play. And he'll get a couple up to the 39. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. But Charles, a tough task ahead for this defense, trying to slow down Aaron Rodgers. What would you be trying to do?
I would think about selective pressure, Brandon, and what I mean by that is he's going to eat you up if you blitz him too often because he'll read that and go to the man coverage patterns. But every now and then you bring that pressure at him, make him deliver the ball on time. It's when he keeps the ball, maneuvers out of the pocket, and throws deep, that's when you're in big trouble. A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Cook. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Up the middle, it's Cook. And a short gain down to about the 33. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. To throw, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Now their 31-year-old running back, Raheem Mostert. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Tua. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Now a 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So Miami coming out for their second drive. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Pushes past him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. 19 yards for Raheem Mostert. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is
puts it on the carpet, it's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. A gain of 6 there on first. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. So 2nd and 4 from the 22 as they've got it as we resume action. A handoff running left is Mostert. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Looking to pass. Tua. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Tua going to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. And give him a full 10 yards there. 2nd and goal.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Play action. Now it's Tua. Forced out to his left. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over. Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On second down, here's Rodgers. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins.
Wilkins, not known as a sack artist, only 8 combined in his last 2 seasons, but almost 100 tackles and a pair of forced fumbles for the Finns last season.
The Jets on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. It got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
On first down, Rodgers. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Second down and a yard. Rodgers going to throw. Finding Hardman here over the middle. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a first down.
They'll try the middle with Cook. Gets around him, breaks through the contact, and they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 52 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Nick Bawden. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jets have got it back to within a score. Well, it was 2nd and goal. You're in there close. That's the fullback's comfort zone.
Not only is it his comfort zone, it's an expectation. That's what he's supposed to do. Turn and hand it to him. Big guys fire out. Find your way into the end zone.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Dolphins offense returning to the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. That one good for 37 yards. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Two and now on first down. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Now Tua. Out to the right here to Wilson. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Completes it to the tight end Smythe. Touchdown Dolphins. Durham Smythe, 26 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left,
More than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
First down now, but that clock rolling. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll dump this off to Cook. He'll wind up getting just a yard, and that's going to bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can. This is 3rd and goal. Off play action. Tagovailoa under pressure. Down he goes. 2nd and 10. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So 4th down, 2 departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. Well, I don't know if they could have gone for it on 4th and goal anyways. The sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. This is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Jets going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And the ball back way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it and see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
And we see another pitching catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. Because this is critical to the passing attack. As a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. To the sideline and incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He finds Wilson, and he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line. So we've reached the intermission, and right now it's a 13-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman, our REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And they can't bring him down. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Charles, for them, a pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it is really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Tua sets up to pass it. A short throw there, that's to Smythe, the tight end.
They gave him the completion there, but this is what zone defense count on. Catching the ball and then not much run after the catch.
Third and 9 here. Here's Tua. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
These defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind. So well done to force the punting situation here.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Hardman on the return. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the Jets will take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think maybe you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well in the second half. I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for out of the opening play of this drive. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing now is Rodgers. It's Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards to pick up there.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the photo earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. Going right back to Wilson. On the gain of 3 on the play. And it's second down.
Go on wide receiver screen is getting enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's second and 7. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. And it is incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved. Finally, that's the first time that they've looked his way. It's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, did look his way all in the first half, and I'll bet you Coach Quinn made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he can be a big-time playmaker for us.
Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. And a completion to Wilson. And he's going to have the Jets first down by a couple of yards. They get 5 there on 4th and 3. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. Somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I've been down a couple of scores. But the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They run again on first down. Cook. Javon Holland coming up to make the stop.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
Second down and 6 now. Here's Rodgers to throw. And the Jets are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. First and goal, they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
So first down went the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Now we got third and goal coming up, and could you imagine being in that little partner? You know they look at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. Interested to see what they dial up here. Third and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. Here's Rodgers. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. For 13 yards out, and the Jets have cut it back with a score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this, we know where we are, but sometimes that binds you up so much, you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Forced that out now following the touchdown kick. And that makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get an equalizer here on this drive. To the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Again, this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield after one play? It appears the answer is yes.
A run with Mostert up the middle. He'll be taken down at about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second and 7. Here's Mostert. Toss left side. Gets through them now. And he drops the ball. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 55. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good. Remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
Rodgers now on first down. It's thrown incomplete.
Plain and simple. That's the second time today that he's dropped the pass.
And that one, I think maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped, surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to it? Maybe he got thrown off. You have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Rodgers will try again on second down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Anytime a ball is thrown in the middle of the field, it's pumped in the air, I expect someone to catch it, no matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Rodgers again now. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Got keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And he missed it. It's no good. And the deficit will stay at 2 field goals.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. First and 10 here. Tua going to throw. And going deep for Hill. And he's got it inside the 10. It's a big play there for Miami. 52 yards. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post-play to develop. Laid it right in there.
You know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route, because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, and extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. So first and goal, 6 points here will go a long way toward wrapping this one up. touchdown pass. And the Dolphins are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more. When we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches, why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success. Because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown, we saw the payoff, but of course that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Jets ready to get going again here on offense. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Incomplete.
Again, give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long. And you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about got that one into the first row.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hope they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for a yardage first down.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced them to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. There are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your team there playing keep away. First downs, they can't touch the ball.
Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the play. Normally, you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? At this stage of the game, you'd think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Boy, there are big plays here. This one going for 29. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. They've been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Up the middle, they'll go with Mostert. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz That's what you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who can get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
3rd and 12. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 115 yards rushing for him now. His team has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. They lead the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Second and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. They fake the handoff now to him. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Looking to pass to him. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown! Raheem Mostert. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dolphins have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because two scores already, just wanted to possess the football. You keep converting and picking up first downs, and if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. New York set to take the field. Charles are very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series. What would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They got to get going.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Wilson's got it on the crossing route. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. That will bring up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. After a 3-score game here late, you can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
That is now 19-yard games on back-to-back plays.
for as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here. Use their aggression against them. Go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And now a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Second and 10. Left side, Cook. That's a strong line. Down right around the 25. Well, you hate that defensively. They had it pretty well corralled, but the face mask obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, and the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to first and 10. Another toe for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. Second and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
The Jets on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. Now Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Second down, here's Mostert again. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On third down, here comes Mostert. And now Mostert is going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game. The self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Rodgers' throw into the hands here of Hardman. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be second down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Rodgers, got to have this one. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down, and he'll have it by plenty, as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down. Rodgers to throw once more. Caught by Wilson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throwing now is Rodgers. Now that's to the left sideline and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins defense is able to hold. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less, because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to EA.